us, gave me some wisdom that is probably the only wisdom I've ever fucking paid any attention to my whole creative life. And I always think about this when I go in the studio. And we were making what became Ocean Songs. Now, if you like this, that's probably everyone that bought that record. Thank you very much. We went in with Steve, and he just opened up the new studio. You know, he was out of the house, and we had 4 days with him, and we went in there, and the place, they were still taking the plastic off some of the things. You know, it wasn't quite finished and stuff. We were, I think, the first or second group in there. Or maybe a third, I don't really know, but I know he hadn't done much in there, and we wanted to make a very quiet record. So we told Steve, and he's like, cool, I'm there, and we got in there, and after 2 days, and we had 4 days to record, we listened to the playback, because we were recording on tape in those days, and we all just thought, my God, this is a pile of absolute shit. Like, what were we thinking? And before that, if you'd seen us, it was around the tour before, it was very messy. It definitely wasn't in showroom condition. And it was kind of rowdy and loud. It's called, sounded like this, but young and full of piss and vinegar. Anyway, yeah, that's what you're meant to have, right? And we wanted to make this really quiet record. And it threw us into probably the first kind of, creative, I mean, it's not like dealing with cancer, it's not that serious, you know, but a creative fucking tumble, you know. And Steve said, can I say something here? And this, I never will forget, and I use this, think of it, to my mantra when I go in the studio now. He said, you came in here, you said you wanted to make a quiet record, and I have to admit, I was incredibly disappointed because I'd seen you live and I thought we were going to make like the greatest rock and roll album since Raw Power. So I was incredibly disappointed. And he said, but you had an idea. It's a good idea. Don't forget what you came in here to do. And with that wisdom, we finished that record, and if you like that record, it's because Steve Albini gave us the kind of the strength that we needed at a very fragile point. That happens a lot, and if you do get there when you're 70 and you've started a little electronic band because you really want to play Big Ears Festival in Knoxville, you're going to get there. That can be your second lesson. Don't forget what you came in there to do. And a lesser person would have said, fuck it, turn the amps up and go for it. And after, I've been in it nearly 4 decades now in doing this stuff, and I know when I'm feeling fragile about the whole thing, I'm in a much better place than when I'm feeling confident. And that's just how I prefer to function. And that's given me, you know, a life in the creative thing that I'm incredibly grateful for, and it's a real honour to be here in front of you today. So, yeah, don't forget what you came in here to do. This song is for Steve, forever for Steve Albini. That album actually is always for Steve Albini, that, because he basically rescued it twice, and people love that record, and it wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Steve. This is a song about waking up, walking outside, and even the birds are telling you to get fucked, and you're just like walking down the street. It's one of those really sunny, incredibly cold Chicago days, and you're walking along and you've fucking just, all you can think of is like a fucking corn dog, but you know if you do, you'll vomit. And the fucking puppy dogs are telling you to get fucked, and the baby kittens and the little bunnies and the baby giraffes and the clouds in the sky are telling you to fuck off. And you know it's gonna be one of those months that will roll into another month. like 4. And all you can eat is peanut butter because it comes out the same way it goes in, and that's the kind of change I'm talking about that your fucking mind can deal with. This is a song about minutes being hours, hours being weeks, and not even being able to think about what you will do an hour later. This song is called Sea Above, Sky Blue.